I check up on our pet dog. Her name is Berry. She's a mini Bichon. We got her for our kids, and kids being kids, the parents actually end up taking care of the dog. She's my alarm clock in the morning. And even before my alarm goes off, she wakes me up. So I need to check her if she needs to be cleaned up. That would be Viber, because our bosses communicate through Viber, or we have chat groups. I'd like to check early in the morning if they have any messages for me that I need to attend to during the day. It would be integrity, loyalty, then passion. If for myself, I do try to practice that. I think my track record working with different institutions speak for itself. But that's also what I look for in other individuals who we choose to take in to our organization. Trying to help through education. I had this experience back in high school. I come from the Ateneo, and as senior high school students, we had this Tulong Dunong program, and we were tutoring around 12 kids to help them get into private schools. Hard worker, persistent, and thorough. Over the years, that's probably what I do to survive the various challenges that I go through, whether professionally or maybe in my personal life. So I have to work hard at it. I persevere, and I try to be as thorough as possible. Well, when I woke up, my wife was still asleep. So I think that would be our cook. I asked what's for breakfast, because I managed to get the 12 students that I tutored in my senior high. They went to private schools, actually, different private schools in Metro Manila. So I found out later on, many years, after that, they eventually also went to college, finished, they got their degrees. Some of them even worked abroad, and they were so thankful about the tutoring program, the chance to change their lives. So I knew at the time that was something that I was proud of, that I made a difference in the lives of some of these people. When I transferred from LaSalle Green Hills Grade School to Ateneo High School, back then I was looking for an opportunity to have more friends. I was shy as a grade school student, and I had a great idea of transferring to Ateneo High School. I had to step up in terms of trying to prove to my new classmates that I was worthy of becoming an Atenean. I was proud also of my grade school years, despite the two schools being arch rivals. When I transferred to Ateneo High School, I used to kid my friends and relatives that I did so because I saw the light. But really, I'm proud of being both coming from LaSalle and my Ateneo education, which I continued up to college. My first job was an investment banking analyst at Answer Capital. Less than 1,000 pesos, I do remember. Just enough for me to buy 2 long sleeves and a pair of locally made leather shoes for office. Since the firm I was working for, Answer Capital, also had a stock brokerage, I think I borrowed some money from my parents, asked for a few thousand pesos to invest in the stock market. Productive, because if it's financial investment, definitely your objective is to make money. But you can invest in many things like health. So you exercise a lot, you eat properly, so you invest effort and invest in nutrition so that you can be healthy. That's what you gain. It's not true. Not at all. I think anyone can invest. In fact, you should do that early so that you can get rich in the future, if that's one of your objectives. I think that would be to play golf. I'm an avid golfer. I do it whether it's by myself or with my golf group. I miss playing with the people I used to play with. Travel also with the family. I recently asked my kids that question. And I think we were kind of unanimous. We wanted to visit Japan again. We have pleasant memories of our travels to Japan. It should be clear to your mind what your objectives are. You should know why you're doing it, what you want to achieve. You should have discipline because investing is really a matter of discipline. And I believe it would be good if you start early over the many years that I've been in markets. Sometimes you tell yourself, I should have done this in the past, or I should have invested, or I should have set aside money. Now, if you don't have the time, you can invest in funds of FAMI, let's say. They're professional fund managers who can do the investing for you. If you're looking forward to some prosperity in the future, you have to try and invest early.